interesting. Let's try this again, see if it actually is transmitting a tone now. Okay, good evening. This is KD5GFG, now opening the Ozone Amateur Radio Club 2-meter net for November 8th. This net meets each Friday on the club's repeater frequency of 147.27. Net control for this evening is Tom. Directed net, as such as stations are requested to not make their comments until they are directed by the net control. Stations that have missed their place on the roll may check in when asking for open check-ins. Only stations with emergency traffic may break in by saying break, break, your call sign, and the emergency. Before I continue, is there any emergency traffic? Nothing heard. In addition, the Ozone Amateur Radio Club has their meetings on the first and third Thursdays of each month. Our meetings are held at the Emergency Communications Building, located at the corner of 4th and Kuzan Streets in Slidell. The meetings begin at 7:30 p.m., and we urge all amateur radio enthusiasts to attend. Visitors are always welcome. Before I commence the roll call, are there any announcements for the net? Okay, I've got a couple here. First up, the next meeting of the Ozone Amateur Radio Club is our social meeting, and that'll be November 21st. This one is going to start at 6:30 p.m., and it's being moved to the Southside Cafe, 3154 Pontchartrain Drive in Slidell. It's kind of a early Christmas dinner get-together and social meeting combination, so hope to see you there. And does anyone need any fills on that?
Do it again, Giant. I missed the dates and times.
Okay, Paul, no problem. Well, heck, helps if I hit the correct button here. Okay, that's November 21st, and it starts at 6:30 p.m. K3NFU. Stand by, Roy. Paul, did you get that?
Thanks, Tom.
Oh, okay. K3NFU, go ahead, Roy.
Our guests/spouses welcome, over.
As far as I know, they are.
Excellent, thank you. Back to you.
Is there a particular reason that they should not be welcome? Hi.
She knows all the expensive stuff there at Southside Cafe, over.
Okay, Roy. No, there shouldn't be any problem with that. It's just kind of messing with you a little bit. Anyone else need any fills on that? Okay, next up is our next test session, and that's going to be November 16th. Doggone, that's coming up real quick. And that's going to be at the clubhouse, again at the corner of 4th and Kuzan Street, and that begins at 9 a.m. Let's see here. For more information, you can go to w5sla.net and click on the little classes/test tab on the left-hand side about halfway down. Okay, also don't forget that club dues are going to be coming up due the beginning of January. So if you want to bring those along to a meeting or put them in the mailbox, you can send them that way also. Okay, let's see here. Hamfest. Okay, we have the Jackson County Hamfest in Ocean Springs. It's coming up this next weekend, the 15th. And let's see here, we got Menden coming up on the 21st. And also, let's see here, January 18th, the Hammond Hamfest. And also January 24th, Capital City Hamfest in Jackson, Mississippi. Does anyone need any information on those? Okay, also something to put on your calendar regarding the Slidell EOC Hamfest. That's going to be Saturday, well actually Friday and Saturday, July 24th and 25th at the Slidell City Auditorium. That is a move, and that's also, let's see, it's 2056 2nd Street. We'll have more information. This is all new stuff, so keep an eye to the w5sla.net site, and you can click on the Hamfest tab for the newest and latest information that we have on that. Okay, anything else we have going on that needs to be brought to our attention here? Okay, we'll go ahead and get the roll kicked off here, beginning with WD5BJR, Manny.
And good evening, Tom, over that. This is WD5BJR, no traffic.
All right, Manny, thank you, sir. KI5CDJ, Paula. KG5CEN, Glenn.
This is KG5CEN. Good evening, Tom, and everyone on the net. I've got no comments tonight, but I'll be listening. Back to you.
All right, Glenn, thank you, sir. And before I get too far, don't forget about the 10-meter net kicks off at 8 p.m., 28.425 upper sideband. Next up on the roll, WD5CVN, Mike. WB5CXJ, Ron, and KA5DOW, Sharon.
We are here. Good evening, all. And yeah, we do have a change of location on the Hamfest, and it's going to be a good one. Plenty of room. And also, Sharon wants to check in. Hold on.
This is KA5DOW. Hello to everyone on the net. Y'all have a good, warm weekend. KA5DOW.
All right, back to me. And at any rate, everyone have a good one. Hope to see you on 10. Will not be around for comments. WB5CXJ.
All right, Ron, Sharon, good hearing you again. You make the radio sound better than Ron, by the way, but that's another story there. So y'all have yourselves a good one, and we'll talk to you on 10, Ron. Hey, this is KD5GFG. Next on the roll, KA5EZQ, Rick. WD5 KT5GNX. Greg.
Good evening, Tom and Annette. This is WD5GNX. No comments. Wish everybody a good weekend and see you on 10 meters.
All right, Greg. Thank you, sir. K5HIZ. Tom.
K5HIZ. Tom, it's coming through. I just want to listen. No comments.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. KG5HZU. Joe. KC5IHP. Doug.
Hey, Tom, let me move over to a window to the theater. Now, KC5IHP.
All right, Doug. Yeah, you were kind of in the weeds there for a moment or two. We got you all checked in, though, and hope you have a good weekend, sir.
Thank you very much, Tom. Back to yourself.
Okay, next up is KF5IQO Lee and KF5YYE Karen. KF5KAE Jay. AE5LG Jared. KG5MSJ Fred.
Good evening, Tom. This is Kilo Golf 5, Mike Sierra Juliet, Fred in Slidell. No comments or traffic, but I will be monitoring. Back to net.
All right, Fred, thank you, sir. K3NFU, Roy, we have you checked in. Are you going to have comments when we get to the comment section, sir? Okay, Roy's hiding on us, so we'll move right along here to KC5NNK. Bob.
Good evening, Tom and everyone on the net. This is Bob, KC5NNK. Over.
All right, sir. We got you checked in, and hope you have a good weekend. KG5NXY, Carl.
This is KG5NXY Carl. Evening all. I have nothing to say in particular except that, of course, I'm enjoying the weather, and we got a little rain, but mostly it's nice and clear and blue for next week. And back to you, Tom.
All right, Carl. Yeah, that clearing is going to mean that the temps are going to drop more at night, too, so might be time to dig out an extra blanket, at least until the next time it gets warm. K5OZ, Dave. KD5PCK, Scott. Kind of scratchy this evening, but we got full copy on you there. So you have yourself a good one, and thanks for checking in with us. Okay, let's see here. KE5QKR, Emil. Next is WB9SUG, Paul, and KT1LIZ, Liz. We got you folks checked in, but you going to have any additional comments?
This is WB9SUG. Other than just say I hope everybody can stay warm for the next few days, like into the middle of next week. But at any rate, it's going to be cold. Time to get out several logs to put on the fire. Otherwise, it's going to get chilly around the old abode. So at any rate, we'll get out of the way, Tom. You have a good evening, and thank you for the extra information. WB9SUG with the KT1LIZ right back here behind me.
All right, Paul. Yeah, you got to have at least 2 logs. That way you can rub them together there. Okay, let's see here. Find my place again. AA5UY, John, and AA5UZ, Judy. And WA5VCS, Frank.
This is WA5VCS. Good evening, everybody on the net. I can't think of anything to say except I think John is working on the minutes and they should be up on the site pretty soon. So that's about it. WA5VCS, back to net.
All right, Frank. Thank you very much, sir. Next on the list here is W2XXX, Paul. KF5YCU, Fred. KE5YKI, Roger.
This is KE5YKI. Good evening, Tom, and everyone on the net tonight. No comments, but I'll be sitting here listening in. You.
All right, Roger. Thank you very much, sir. Good hearing you again. And let's hear KF5YNN, Francis. Okay, do we have any other stations that'd like to check in, or any stations that may have missed their place on the roll? Please call now.
W5CLT.
November Foxtrot Uniform.
Alpha Echo 5, Foxtrot Kilo.
N5RIW.
Charlie Victor Austin.
Okay, let's hold up there just a second. And we'll go back to W5CLP and find you here on the list and get you all checked in. And for some reason, I'm not seeing it on there. That's Chris, if I recall correctly.
Info W5CLT, Chris in Lacombe. My first time on a Friday night.
Well, welcome aboard. I remembered the call from the Aries net, though, and I thought the name that was tagged along with it was Chris, so kind of out on a limb there. But again, welcome aboard, and glad to have you.
That's a good memory. I have no comments on traffic, so back to you, Tom.
All right, Chris. K3 NFU. Oh, we're jumping all over on the list here this evening. We got you checked in. You going to have any additional comments for us, sir?
All right, Tom. Sorry, this is Roy, K3 NFU Sledgel. I had a temporary loss of power here in the shack for I don't know what reason, and I thought that you must have failed to. I thought that I failed to hear you call me when my power was out, so I wanted to be sure to get checked in. I have nothing else. Over.
No problem, Roy. I knew you were in there earlier, and I did call you, and that must have been whenever you were having the outage. So it's all good. We got you checked in. Power's back on your end, apparently, so it doesn't get much better than that. Thanks again for being there, though.
Okay, thank you very much, and I apologize to you and the group for any inconvenience. Over.
No problem at all. Okay, we also had AE5FK. George, good evening, sir. George, well, just concentrate on that keeping warm part, and everything else will fall in place there for you, I hope. Thanks again, though, and have a great weekend. Okay, we also had KB5CVO, Randy. Good one, and good hearing you again. Okay, I know there was another station in there, but you'd been doubled with, so any other stations, please call now.
N5RIW.
N5RIW. Good evening, Brooks.
Good evening, Tom, and everyone on the net. I've been sitting here listening to you. I'm going to hang around for a while before I head off for the evening. Y'all have a good weekend, and other than that, I don't have anything to pass along, so check me in, appreciate it. Y'all have a good weekend. I'll turn it back to you. N5RIW, back to net control.
All right, Brooks, you have yourself a good one as well, and as has been mentioned by others, stay warm. Okay, do we have any other stations that would like to check into the net this evening, or anyone that may have missed their place on the roll? Okay, do we have any stations with additional comments for the net this evening? Okay, nothing heard, so I guess we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. Big thanks to everyone for your check-ins. Hope you have a great weekend, and be careful out there. You don't have to have sub-zero temperatures to get hypothermia, and with it getting down into the 20s like they're projecting on Tuesday evening and Wednesday morning, it's possible, but not likely. But be careful anyhow. Make sure you dress in layers, because just because they say it's only going to make it into the 40s, you never know. But also don't forget about the 10-meter net. Kicks off in about 5 minutes, 28.425 or upper side band. This is KD5GFG, now securing the Ozone Amateur Radio Club 2-meter net and returning the repeater back to its regular amateur use. 73.